After 5.5, I don't know about you guys, but I would like a nice, short, easy video. I enjoy perpendicular lines, but they can frequently trip kids up. So we got to really get the beginning stuff before we get to the more complicated stuff at the end. For lines to be perpendicular to each other, the important thing that you need to know is that they need to intersect at a 90-degree angle. It'd be really nice if you had that written somewhere in your notes, but they got to be intersecting at a 90-degree angle. Therefore, here line 1 and line 2, or in this one, line 1 and line 2, are perpendicular to each other. Really important concept. Okay? We know that when lines are parallel, okay, they have the same slope. Parallel lines, same slope. Well, what's important about perpendicular lines is that their slopes are negative reciprocals. Now, what does that mean? A negative reciprocal, okay, is when you take a number like 4 and you flip it like you're dividing fractions. So this is 4 over 1. So we'd flip it into being 1 over 4, and we would make it negative. These two are negative reciprocals of each other because they're flipped and they're negative. So you have to write two things: flipped and negative. That's very important. So I'm going to look at each of these slopes and tell you if they are negative reciprocals of each other, or they are perpendicular lines. This one is no, because they are not negative of each other. They are flipped, but they're not negative. This one here, no, because they are not flipped of each other or negative. They're not either. So we go down to the bottom. These are yes. They are flipped, and one is negative, one is positive. And over here, these are also yes, because they are flipped and negative of each other. Okay, the two things you need to know. They're flipped and they're negative if lines are perpendicular. So, what this problem will say is, create an equation of a line that passes through these points and it's perpendicular to this line. So the first thing we have to do is find out the m of our original line. Since that's the m, our m is 1/2. Therefore, and this is the symbol for perpendicular right there, so the m of our new line is going to be flipped of this 2 over 1, and it's going to be negative. Well, negative 2 divided by 1 is just negative 2. So that's our m, and then it has to go through one of these two lines. Neither one of these are b, so we have to do this one. Okay? This stuff doesn't go away in algebra. It just keeps haunting you day after day. Okay? So there's two equations you could do. I'll do the top one. Y plus 1 is equal to negative 2 parentheses x plus 1. Or you could do the bottom. Y minus 2 equals negative 2 parentheses x plus 4, because it's a negative 4. Both of these are good. Okay? 2 steps on every problem. You got to find the perpendicular slope right there, and then figure out which equation you're going into. Why don't you try this one on your own? Alrighty. Step 1. The slope of our original line is 2 over 3, because it's right there. So the slope of our new line, or our perpendicular line, has to be flipped. So 3 over 2, and negative. So there's our new slope. There is no b here. So your two options are y minus 3 equals negative 3 over 2, parentheses x minus 2, or y plus 1 equals negative 3, x minus 4. Ugh, there we go. X minus 4. Two options. Alrighty? Why don't you try one more? I'm not trying to make you go crazy. I genuinely think these things can be tricky. Alrighty, this one, our regular slope is negative 3 over 2. So our new slope has to be 2 over 3, and since this is negative, this will be positive. There's our slope. So we could get y minus 2 equals 2/3, parentheses, x plus 1, or y plus 4 equals 2/3, parentheses, x plus 3. There you go. Story problem time. This one says, there is a helicopter flying perpendicular, keyword, to the shore. Okay? If the helicopter is currently at the point 14.4, whatever they have defined that as in the problem, what is its equation as it goes to the shore? Complicated problem, except that we already know how to do these. We have to find our original slope, which in this problem is right here, or negative 2 over 3. So our new slope is 3 over 2. Here's our ordered pair. So we do y minus 4 is equal to 3 over 2, parentheses, x minus 14. Now, I keep stopping here because it's a video and I want to keep it short, especially after the last one. But you need to be able to turn these into slope-intercept form, that y equals equation. And I know you can do that because you've been doing that for 2 chapters now. Alrighty? This problem, we have a pirate ship being pushed perpendicular to the shoreline. Okay, it looks like it's going that way, but it's actually going down. Okay, here's our nice little shoreline. Looks very nice. No rocks or anything that the ship could crash into. But the equation for the shoreline is right there. Our pirate ship is going perpendicular to it, and it's at the ordered pair 4, 4. And I need you to create an equation. Just a quick question for you. Why did the pirate go on vacation? Because he needed some R&R. I think that one's good. I like that one. You guys are laughing on the inside, I'm sure. So our slope for our original shoreline was 1/3. Our slope for our new equation will be 3 over 1 with a negative attached, simplified down to be negative 3. Our equation then is y minus 4 is equal to negative 3, parentheses, x minus 4. And now, if you've forgotten how to turn this in, we'll turn this into slope-intercept, distributive property. Y minus 4 is equal to negative 3x plus 12, because negative, negative. We add 4 to both sides. So our nice simple equation will be negative 3x plus 16. Now, if I ask you to do slope-intercept form, I'm usually going to make it somewhat straightforward like this. Alrighty? Questions, bring those to class. Here are your problems. This is another section that might take a couple days. And that's perfectly fine. Once you're done with this, you have a quiz, a review, and then a test, and you're done with this chapter. The most important thing, though, the 2 pieces you needed, the fraction needs to be flipped, and it needs to be negative, or the opposite. If it started negative, it needs to be positive, or vice versa. Have a great night.